rolling through turn 1 and 2 here at Daytona. The year's 1981, and we're going to race the Busch Clash, which is, I believe, the first race of the season for NASCAR in the 80s, but non-championship points-paying race. Basically an all-star race of sorts. Really small grid. I think this was the smallest grid ever. 7 cars. I don't know how they qualified. I knew later they did it off of poles in the previous season, but maybe some kind of drawing for this year. But just 7 drivers. Darrell Waltrip, Benny Parsons, Buddy Baker, David Pearson. Really amazing names. I got Benny Parsons in the 15 there. 12, Donnie Allison in front of me. And David Pearson there in that 16 beside me. So even though it's a small grid, it's a good grid, and it's just 20 laps flat out around Daytona, unrestricted, no restrictor plates here for these cars. 1981 was the first year that NASCAR ran the smaller wheelbase. If anybody's wondering why I'm doing this race specifically, just an excuse to do a race, I guess, but having no or smaller restricted wheelbase made the cars more jittery, but fit their street counterparts a little closer. So that's what's special about this race. But we'll come here to take the green flag for 20 flat-out laps, and we'll see how we'll do in this Busch Clash. Pedal to the metal up to 3rd gear. Accelerate through the gears pretty quickly here without the restrictor plates. But jumping right behind Donnie Allison as he brakes low. Buddy Baker in front there in the 1. We'll work the high side. Very, very tall 4th gears. We're going to need the top speed. We'll nip out, maybe squeak up the outside here. Benny Parsons. I knew Benny as a kid, as a commentator, but he was a driver for many, many years. High line here through turns 3 and 4. As we'll come now to complete the first lap now, pretty much fully up to speed. Gonna top out over 200 miles an hour. Give it a little breather going into turn 1 there. Can't go flat out all the time, unrestricted around Daytona. Pack is very tight. This would have been just the best drivers, the best cars for a short race. Everybody's going to drive flat out the whole time. That'll come to complete lap 2. We'll have to pick our way through this field, I believe. Car sliding up to the high line here through the corners. Definitely a different line than the modern cars take. A little bit of skill to driving Daytona in these cars. Up the back here, David Pearson though. We got Darrell Waltrip in front there in the 11. Oh, Pearson checking up, and myself getting a little too high there, having to really let off the gas. Not going to help me get through this pack. Slot in here behind Pearson. Make sure we stay on this draft. 2x2 in front, but if they do get single file, we'll have to be pretty careful about picking and choosing when we try to make some passes. And now seeing an opportunity here to dive low on Pearson through turns 3 and 4. Buddy Baker here in the 1 blocking me a bit. He's able to get below Parsons. I'll slide up, run the corner out. Stay down low here. Have to really consider, make sure I don't slide up into another car. Donnie Donnie Allison stuck up there on the outside, though. We'll make our way past him. And I'm getting caught down low, though. Able to make it work. Sticking down low. Behind Buddy Baker now. Bobby Allison in front of him. We've got Donnie looking below me there in the 12. I'm getting very, very high, having to really get out of the gas. Benny Parsons able to slip back past. Windshield already getting dirty here. The other rubber. Really love working the high groove here at Daytona, though. Now, all single file, getting a good run on Pearson, but just as I was thinking of going low, he goes low. Sticking up the outside, but it's not going to work here. Oh, I'm really having to let out of it again. That's not good. Try to stick it in it. Hopefully did not lose the draft there. Now into 3 and 4. Just behind them enough. I'm able to keep that draft. Pretty easy to lose it here. Good 5 miles an hour getting into that draft. Through turns 1 and 2. Definitely adds a lot more character to this track, running it unrestricted. But have some physics tuned up for these cars to make them feel a lot more like the cars of the early 80s, a little bit heavier. Drag, get their speeds right. We're running pretty realistic speeds for the era. Able to work it there, low off of David Pearson. Now let's stick it below Parsons. Saying I'm clear, but not sure if I'm actually clear. Not sure if they would have actually had spotters in these days. Donnie getting caught up wide again. Swing it down low here. Darrell Waltrip in the lead. Behind Bobby Allison, making a few positions up there. So we're actually coming to complete halfway this lap. Definitely a quick race, and this is the full real distance of this race. Just a flat out all drive to the finish. These 4 in front really close together, pulling them in nicely though. Coming out of turn 4, stick it low on Bobby Allison. Just touching that white line. Have to be pretty careful about that. Make it work though. Bobby Allison running a Pontiac, looking low. Squeezing me up towards the wall. To make it work here, as I'll have the outside line. Have to be pretty careful about not spinning the car out, working the wheel. Donnie getting below the two Allison brothers working together there. competitive race. See Darrell Waltrip up on the outside line here in that 11 car. Try to think about how to make my way through the field the best. Definitely can get it done on the low side. Having to give it a little bit of a throttle breathe there from the car sliding up towards the wall. Low here, but Donnie not going very fast himself. So if we can keep it on the low side of Waltrip. Donnie, come on, stick with me, buddy. Donnie pulling Waltrip along down the backstretch. Really quick, able to make it work up the outside. I'll slot in right behind him. A couple cars behind me, but seem to have lost the pack just a little bit here. Buddy Baker here in the number 1 car. See if I can get past him on the low side. Drafting with Waltrip down the back straightaway. To side draft him as much as I can. To make him get it done. Racing the outside here. Nobody to draft with. Really working him down the inside. Really having to let off the gas there, almost getting in the wall, making that mistake again. Running out of laps to do stuff like that. Track of where everybody else is going to drive here. Trying to get past Donnie Allison once again. He seems like the one that's able to get back past me so easily. Work the low side here, but no draft. Pretty easy to wear out the tires there in a full race. Wow, Buddy Baker has got quite the run in front of me. Allison and Cale Yarborough too wide, and Donnie working up the inside again. But I'm really having to let out, scraping the wall. That's what I didn't want to do. I'll try to get the draft off Pearson here. Really screwing up my race. Touching that outside wall. Losing a ton of RPM, a ton of speed most importantly. Sure I'll be able to get it back after that. No sign of Parsons behind me. He might have dropped out of the race actually. Let's see what we can do here with Pearson looking like he's maybe caught the draft. Maybe I can catch back up to Pearson, but really running out of laps here to do this. Back up to as full speed as I can go, pretty much alone, but looking like I might be able to pull back up on Pearson here. Not going to fight for the win in this one, I don't think. 203 miles an hour down the back straightaway at Daytona. That lead pack is fighting side by side. screen of rubber now. It's one of my favorite things to do in a full race, pulling into the pit stop and cleaning off your windshield, and suddenly you can see again. Inevitable, you'd get it dirty in a NASCAR race, just running so close with other cars. So we've definitely pulled back up on Pearson, but he's lost the pack in front, and so will I, with just one more lap after this to go. We're gonna have to try our best to get past Pearson here. We're in his draft right now, so it's a little easier. Running a little too high again, having to breathe the throttle. Taking that white flag now.
One more time, buddy, one more time. Great, we're moving.
Nice and smooth is what I've got to do. Try to work the low line here on Pearson. Side by side with him down the back straight away. So it's 3 wide for the lead in front. Working on the low side, Pearson pretty much giving it to me there. So we'll come out of the 4th corner, and it's not a win, but pretty darn good time crossing the line to finish 6th position. To see who won at the front of the grid, but it's really fun. Makes me really want to do a full Daytona 500 in these cars. I've done it before, I want to do it again. Pearson nowhere to be found behind me though. The steering wheel, I don't normally race with a steering wheel, but it covers the tachometer almost perfectly. Kind of annoying, but no way to get the view right with the wheel not in the way. Would prefer to race without it, to be honest. We'll come in here, we'll grab our pit stall really, and see the quick results here. If Pearson wiped out right after we crossed the finish line. I'll have to watch
good job, good job. Drove your butt off, buddy. Good job.
The replay. Coming here to our crew, though. We'll park the car, take a quick look at the results. Wasn't going to do it, but we didn't see. So it was Cale Yarborough that won. Jay William here, finishing 6th position. So quite a fun race. Let's take a quick look at the finish there, and we'll actually make this full screen. After he crossed the line, Pearson actually blowing his engine there. Wow. I don't know if you could see that, but blowing his engine. We'll take a look. Why don't we take a look? We know Yarborough wins it, but why don't we take a look at the last couple corners here? I'll put it on TV2. So coming through the final turn, him and Waltrip, 2 wide. Wow. Coming to the line. Wow, it was really close, but Yarborough able to get it in that 27 car. So, thanks for watching. This was just kind of a quick fun race, but thought it would be cool to do. So, I'll see everybody again on the next one.